Yay, yay. Well, and Nancy popped on. Look at that. You're right on.
Hello.
Oh, look at Nancy and Maureen popping right on.
I was getting concerned because it said September 15th
What said September 15th?
when I went to join the meeting. It said waiting for host to start the meeting and it said scheduled September 15th.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I I think that's the date you started because it said September 15th, 2002.
Oh, sorry, I didn't look that far.
Yeah. So I think that's the date you created
My
this.
bad.
No,
Oh, that
because I looked at it too last time.
now I don't know
No,
if y'all have looked at you use the SendOutCards app to send cards.
Mm,
They updated it so you can send X. I know. I
Good
saw that.
morning. That's what I want to find out. What is this stuff?
What is the act?
Yes.
Digital card, a digital card. So,
Okay.
why it's different than other digital cards is that you can make it just as personalized as you do a card that you send in the mail,
Mm-hmm.
except you have a link to send to somebody instead of the card. So, an example of when it would be useful would be, let's say, I used one lately. Ty's brother had a birthday that I didn't know about until it came up on Facebook. Well, then if I sent a card, he'd get it a week later. So I sent the act card, but I was able to personalize the card just like I would any other card. And actually, when he got it, he opened it and he clicked on the link that said, "Yes, I'd like this in the mail too." So he got the
Oh,
physical card too, which is
okay.
awesome. But it that way he knew I knew which the right day for his birthday was. I
Does
didn't
it
have to
cost
send,
extra to send it, or
what'd you say?
does it cost the same amount as a regular card to send, or extra,
No,
or
that's the beauty of it. You sign up for a subscription to ACT, and it's $10 a month unlimited.
okay?
You
Because
can,
I got a card from you saying I signed up for it, and I haven't been on there in a while. It's been crazy few months or a year actually, and so I was wondering, okay, what did I sign up for, and what is this?
well, you may have signed up because they had a thing, which I did too. At the
Hmm.
beginning, when they first were offering it, they offered it, and I think it was $10 lifetime. You only paid one time, and it was for your lifetime, as long as you had another subscription.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
I think you did that because I did that because at the time I didn't know what it was either. I'm thinking whatever it is. that
Honestly, I don't remember doing it, but good. Okay.
Yeah, because I have not been disappointed yet when they've said we're coming out with a new thing, sign up right away, and I didn't know anything about it. I signed up and then I figured it out later on, and I never been disappointed. So
Can we
I
use
thought
this like
I'm
we
doing it.
use like we use the shuffle thing for new team members to welcome
Yeah.
them?
Yes. Yeah. The only I think the only difference is that it's you can do a lot more personalization just like you do a regular card when you send it. So you can do
Okay.
your own handwriting font, your own pictures, all of that stuff. So you actually create the card the exact same way. It just generates a link instead of the actual card.
Oh, nice.
And then
Okay.
you send the link to the person and then they get the choice of whether they want the card too. And actually, you get the choice of, so let's say the brother had said, yes, I want the card, but for some reason I didn't want to spend the $2 and have it sent to him. I could say no and he wouldn't get the card. So
Oh,
I still have the choice to do that. But of
I
course, I
see.
would say yes because I want him to have the card.
Right, right.
But
Yeah,
at
and if
least you
I was
get the
welcoming a
choice.
new team member, that would be information on that card that they might want to have in hand. So yeah, oh, that's
Well,
great.
yeah, the only thing is I would hesitate to put a lot of information in an ACT card because most people are going to be opening those on their phone.
Right.
So
No,
they
I
could
think it'd be
sit there
just
and
the
keep,
basics.
yes, I mean,
Okay.
they could sit there and do this, but I don't know if you do this, but I've seen a lot of people try to jam a lot of stuff in each card
Oh,
when they're
yeah.
doing something
Yeah.
like a welcome card. And I think that isn't necessarily going to work well with the card that you're just viewing on your phone.
So you use the KISS thing. Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, spectacular.
Okay, thank you. That's better. Okay.
Or flip
Yeah.
the S's around, or just flip the S's around. Keep it spectacularly simple.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Keep it
go.
Okay.
spectacularly simple. Yeah, yeah, I just wanted to say that because I think you have to be a little bit mindful with the digital card that the majority of people are probably going to open them on their phone. So it needs to be a little bit different experience than when you're doing a card that they're going to have in their hand because it's bigger. You know what I mean? They could do this, keep doing that, but
As a
chances
shuffle,
are,
I've had an issue sending the text lately for welcome. So I simply tell them I send them a text, a regular text without the shuffle one, saying that I've sent you my digital business card via email so that they can go and they know what it is when it comes and they can open it. Because they
nice.
changed the way you could do that on shuffle. So I just send them a text through my regular one that they're getting that in the email so that they just don't delete the email so that they know it's coming.
Yeah, and this doesn't have to replace that. This could be in addition to that because this is
Yeah,
already you're
yeah,
already a lifetime person here. So,
yeah,
um,
that's good. I
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I've been wondering for weeks what this is, and I haven't been able to jump on this call or ask you since my brother-in-law, I think passed away in February. So we've been back and forth to the East Coast, and we just got back Tuesday night from probate court. So it's moving along, but it's been a long year. So
Wow, wow.
yeah,
That's a lot to deal with, huh?
it well, yeah, he's his only sibling. He wasn't married, had no kids. His mom is in assistant living and Ron's power of attorney. So by Virginia law, the house will go to her, which will go on her account, but he's power of attorney, so we've had to take care of everything. And my brother-in-law was a little bit of a big pack rat, you could say.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was hard cleaning out that place. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with my mother's situation.
Really? Oh, wow.
Well, no, I could have got help and had this done in 2 weeks, but I was just too embarrassed to let anybody go over there.
Uh, well, Ron, he did all the paperwork. We bought a shredder. By paperwork, I mean he had tons and tons of boxes of stuff. He had to go through everything. There was no will. He had to go through all the paperwork just to find out there was a um, bank deposit box, safety deposit box, but there's still no will in that. I was the one that boxed up everything, and he had a really good friend there that came over. She would take things that we had left. We were there 4 or 5 days each time we went. I leave stuff, in plastic bags and boxes that she would take to the Goodwill. And then she had people that came and cleared out. She worked with him at the FBI, the role players, and they've been awesome. Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
mean, yeah, it's been a big godsend. It really has been. So, but we're finally getting to where they can put it on the market.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even close, really.
Well, you can imagine what my house looks like now because we moved his mom out of her condo 3 years ago and moved stuff in. And we sent a lot of Mark's stuff here that were, family things and stuff. And I have no room to move around in my own house.
I'm
We had,
surprised that you did that though, because I'm so traumatized from next door because that apartment's attached to my house. I'm traumatized by that to the point where I'm getting rid of all my own stuff. I've got all on my own, so I nothing has come over here. And
yeah,
I would say I have a fifth of what I had to start with over here. It's all gone. I'm making it all go away. If I really like it, I take a picture of it. And then it's all
I
gone.
remember, yes, all your trophies and everything else. And
All
you've
gone.
got my husband doing this. And it's like, oh my God. She's a bad influence. But we need to do it. And so what he's doing right now is photographs, right? He's
Yeah.
got yeah, because we got a ton more from Mark. And then he's still doing his mom's, and there's my family. And then so he's giving me all these photos once he gets them on there, he's labeling them.
Nice.
And he said, and I just can't not shred pictures of my kids. So what I'm doing is I'm dividing them up and sending them the pictures. If they want to shred their own pictures, go ahead, but I'm not going to do it. I just
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah, now my new thing is when I look at something, I say, am I willing to pack this up and pay to have someone move it if I sell the house? That's a no.
Uh, well,
So I'm
what we had sent from Mark's was he had all kinds of old musical instruments, right? Um, he had family, he had pictures. We have an artist that was in the family, and and they had a book published of these works and everything. So we had some of those that we had to get sent, and then just other family things that we had sent here. So we took over my son's storage unit once he finally got his stuff out of there, and that's where we've been sending stuff until we can go through it. Mark had
uh,
boxes of baseball cards. He had Mad magazines, boxes of those. I mean, his mom had boxes of boxes. She did stamp collecting forever. We just have to find someone to come and give us an estimate for this kind of stuff. Everything else, I mean, all of his rest of his stuff all went to Goodwill, and anybody that wanted to take it, please take it. Next door neighbor got the lawnmower, they got the snow blower, which they've been really nice because they're in an HOA of keeping the mode and everything, so we didn't
yeah,
get
yeah,
nasty notices. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's been time consuming, but this act thing I can really get on because I'm still trying to do the keep up with all the welcome emails and stuff like that, and gotten a little frustrated because Shuffle takes me a while to do that. So if I can do something like this where I can send them a card with just, the stuff I would normally put in like an email or something that people might just delete or something like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna try this
see
out
lots
because
of
I haven't
uses.
had chance to yet.
Yeah, there's lots of uses for this, I think. I'm glad I signed
Yeah,
up at the beginning from it. Yeah. So,
obviously I'm glad I
yay.
did too.
And now, and I've trying to force myself to do so many a day because that's how I got in the habit of doing the 10 that I send in the mail a day. But it's been a challenge because I use the app quite a bit. And now that it's on there, though, it's like, yes, yes, I'll be able to start.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. When I go down to Yonkers, I don't bring the laptop generally unless I'm gonna be there for more than just a couple days. So,
yeah.
yay! I'm still going to Yonkers.
I've been getting on Facebook a little bit here and there, and I've been seeing some of it. Yeah, it sounds great. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, hey, this is in the gift thing. You know, when I first got this was a gift from somebody. I thought
Mhm.
this handle's gonna bust off. That is not gonna last. That is not gonna survive because the kid was still living here. I'm like, this is not gonna last. And look at this. All this
Wow,
time, like, I don't
it's
even
still
know what that's
working.
made of. This is from SendOutCards. It's a
Yeah.
gift catalog. It says gratitude on the thing.
Oh, nice.
Someone sent that to me. So this makes a good gift because that handle does not break. I really thought that handle was going to come off of there. Doesn't it look like it would be
It
delicate?
does look like, especially if you put things in the dishwasher that,
Oh, yes. I
that
don't
it's gonna
know.
catch on something or
There is nothing at my house. If it can't go in the dishwasher, it's going. It's going. Yeah.
Oh yeah, same here. As much as I can. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Ty doesn't have a dishwasher at his house. I hand washed dishes. It was so funny. I hand washed dishes last weekend and he said something. And he's like, "What are you thinking about? Because you're being awful quiet while I'm hand washing the dishes." I didn't want to tell him what I was thinking about is the vow I had made to myself that I would never hand wash dishes
Yeah.
again. And yet,
Oh, how times have changed. Yes.
yeah, yeah. He's got the magic formula there.
Most of my previously married life to my ex-husband, he was in the Coast Guard, so we moved around every couple years and never had dishwashers. So finally, now that when you finally get a dishwasher, you got to take advantage of it for sure.
Oh, yes. That's
Yes.
first thing we did when we moved
I
here.
don't
Yeah.
wash as much as I can get away with. Yeah. That goes in the dishwasher. Yes.
Well, Maureen looks like she's locked and loaded, ready to share something.
No, not really. I just woke up about an hour ago, so
Oh, that would do it.
yeah.
I'm not
I
on video because I'm in my PJs.
Oh,
oh,
we don't care.
I've done that before and you couldn't tell because I had like a little looked like a sundress because it had so I was on video once and it was my nightgown, but it looked like a sundress.
Oh,
So,
who can tell?
but my anxiety and my insomnia has been really bad the last couple of weeks. So I bought some melatonin sleep aids, some gummies, and the
Yeah.
melatonin, it just knocks me out the next day. I'll take it the night before. So I took the two and then the next day, um, I was like out of it all day long. So I've been only taking one, but this is kind of how I wake up and I'm still kind of out of it for a little while. So I have to find something that doesn't have melatonin in it that can help me sleep at night.
I take the melatonin, but I take one every night, and I guess I've taken it so long I've gotten immune to it because I guess it helps me. I am sleeping, but I don't get any feeling from it in the morning. I wake up and
Pot,
yeah.
Maureen. It's pot.
Yeah.
You need pot.
Well,
It's
it is legal here.
just saying. If you don't like to smoke, they got gummies for that too.
I
The
have tried their gummies and they do really work well for sleeping. You can just take half a gummy and it really helps well with
Well,
sleeping.
yeah, you know that now that it's legal in a lot of places, it's actually in New Hampshire, it's not sold in stores yet, but it's personal use. They don't if they catch you with it, they don't care anymore. But Massachusetts, it's legal. So I buy gummies down there and they sit there and have this whole menu. So you can tell them you want it to be for sleeping or you want it to be add to your energy. There's a whole a thing that they tell you they get the right one for you. So it's not like the old days when it was espionage to go get weed in a bag from my Aunt Nancy, by the way, and all that stuff. And then it was just whatever they happened to get. Now that they have this all figured out more or less. The only thing that I don't like is it's not fun yet. You go in the store and it's like um I don't know, going to visit a prisoner at the prison. It's like, you know what I mean? That they buzz you in the first door, you show your ID, they buzz you in the second door, and it's just very sterile. And then you go up and they talk to you. They're nice and all that though, but I guess I was expecting it to be more fun than that. But I'm sure it'll get there. But that's down in Massachusetts already. So I'm sure that'll get up here eventually. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about cards, of course, because that's why we're here.
Mhm.
Um, this week I did have you know what I've been having good luck with? This is a weird one, is and I know I've talked about this before, was Marketplace. I'm selling some stuff, not that much, but whatever I can drag out that is in sellable condition from the apartment. And this week I sold four plastic containers. It was only a what is it, a $10 thing. And then the other one was a music stand, collapsible music stand. Um, both
Oh, I love
times,
Marketplace.
well, both times I was able to get their information and send them a thank you
Oh,
card.
nice. Okay.
So usually if they pay you by like Venmo or something like that, it'll come up with their last name. And then you see the picture that's on their Facebook. So you can actually go look for them by their full name and look for the picture that you saw on Marketplace. You can get them that way. If they have one of them, I wasn't able to get because her name was just too common. So it was Jane Smith or something like that. So, but the
But
other one,
we also communicate with them with text. So could you use the act on that to?
not everybody does that. Not everybody does that. On Marketplace, you have to
No?
give them your text number if you want them to have it. Most of the
Oh,
people
so
I've
how do
been
you
dealing with,
communicate with them as far as them getting the merchandise or picking it
Messenger,
up or?
Messenger.
Oh, yeah. So can't you use act on Messenger?
Well, right, but I haven't been sending them an act. I've been sending them an actual card. I have been sending them a real card, so I wanted their real address.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering, like, in lieu of the fact that if you don't have their actual
Yes,
address, you could
right. You
just do
can send
the,
an act. Yes,
okay, okay,
absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's actually I hadn't thought of that. Thank you. Yeah, I always try to get them in my database because just sending the card wasn't it that's half the point. The other point is I want them in my circle or my expanded circle, however, in my network. I want the person in my network.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted them to have a real card. So that's been a good way to meet. And the one that got the plastic containers, she didn't come here. She sent the husband, right? And he works at the
Oh,
campground down the street. So when he came up to the door, I said, and I say this to everyone that comes here because I make them come here to get it. Um, I said, let me give you an Avon book to give to your wife so I can feel like I'm doing my job. And he thought that was funny. He's, oh, sure. And he took it and went. So I've been actually getting customers from that and
that's
getting
a
rid of
great
stuff.
idea.
Yeah, and getting rid of stuff. That's yeah, that's
Yeah,
so to me it's a win when something leaves here. Something leaves. So anyway,
absolutely.
yeah, I think that they'll be surprised too when they get the card in the mail. So what I do is I take the listing picture, the best one, the listing picture that shows the item, and then SendOutCards has fixed it so that you now can add text to a picture and even more than one text block and stuff. So I write the word thank you right on that picture, and then inside I just put flowers. I don't put Avon stuff like I would on a customer's thank you note. I put flowers, and over on the side I write something like thank you very much. It was good talking to you, and I try to mention something that they said to me, and I hope you enjoy your thing that you bought from me. And that's it. But it's got my little thing on the back. So that's it. But why I want them in the system is because right now I'm sending that was the that was the stapler. Right now, and the dog is running for it. He's scared of the stapler. Right now, I'm sending Skin So Soft cards, a flat card, and the list I pulled that I'm working is everybody in my zip code. So I'm going to catch some of these people like that bought from Marketplace from my town in something like that. So, down the road, that's a good way to um, catch, keep the conversation going that you know them, the network going, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah. I
but yeah.
think actually I haven't been selling too much stuff. I've been giving things away, like, some baskets I had and some,
Mhm.
I found all these deflated birthday balloons because we had Ron, we keep them stacked in because with the kids, we always had birthday parties or we gave them birthday
Mhm.
balloons. And so I didn't want to put those up for sale, but I gave them to a lady and she was very thankful. She just moved here from Thailand and
Oh,
actually
nice.
she asked if I had some other stuff because she could really use them, like towels and pillows and blankets. And oh man, did I have a crap load. So I just filled up garbage bags and gave them to her.
Nice.
Um, but I had never even thought about trying to recruit her. She's expecting a baby. Yeah, that's a great idea. Try and get a hold of her and use that for Avon with
Do you
Messenger. I
have,
never thought of Marketplace as being a great
right.
place to do that
Well,
for, but
it,
yeah.
to me, any place that I'm meeting people I didn't know before,
Yeah.
is helpful. Robin, don't forget, I know you've been busy doing others, having all that other go on. Don't
Yeah.
forget that requirement. Do you already have your three?
No, I haven't. Well, I've got one. My sister's going to do it in October, and I have another lady who used to be an Avon lady for years. She always puts a really good order in, so I'm gonna see if she'll just do it like for one campaign. Because a person from Avon actually called me and said, it's only $75. It's not 100, and it can be someone that previously signed up or in your contact list. And I'm like, okay. So, I mean, it sounds really doable. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to really
Don't
focus
let it
on it.
slip by you because I think you'll be rolled out.
The deadline's what, in November?
No, I think it's 26, campaign 26. We got 6 campaigns to go.
Okay, okay.
So
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, because
in
I got to get
Downline
going on that.
Manager, it's tracking it for you in Downline Manager, and it
Yeah,
says how many campaigns left. I think it says 6 right now.
okay,
So
okay.
I'm bringing it up to everybody because I know what's going to happen, right? Campaign 1,
Yeah.
we get a bunch of people saying,
Hey, what happened? Yeah,
yeah, because I think they're going to get rolled out. I don't know what's going to happen.
okay. Yeah, they haven't actually said what's going to happen except that you won't get paid.
Right. And that's bad enough.
Well, yeah, that is true. Why have a group if you're not getting paid for them? But then I wondered if they were giving you, if you can still do that after.
I
I
don't
didn't know
think
how it's
so.
going to work. I have no idea.
I think this is their way of weeding out people not doing nothing,
Oh, great.
which you can't blame them really.
No, I mean, I do all my welcome stuff and stuff like that, but recruiting, I have not been doing nothing. I mean, I do the bare minimum. I get the thank you, out to the new members that the
Hey,
Avon sends me and that kind of stuff.
do you have people in your send out cards database that are prospects for Avon?
Um, I probably do. I mean, I send thank you cards to all my people that order online, and I've gotten more lately because a lot of people have left Avon within the last year. And so in this area particularly, so I've got a lot of people that ordered online and they search for an online person and they're just the next town over. Yeah. So I've been getting a lot of people on that
No,
way.
I mean, the reason I asked that is because now I've got, of course, I've been doing send out cards like 16 years. So whenever I had a lead, either I bought it from Avon or Avon gave it to me, or it was from a newspaper ad back when, or any other way that I would have gotten a lead. I
Uh-huh.
created a group in send out cards, a group called Avon Info Only, which means they asked me for info, but I never did see the contract.
Oh,
And, and I send them a recruiting card 4 times a year. And I get enough. So how I do it is a few every day. You know how I work the list, a few every day.
yeah.
And I get enough that I end up getting free recruits from Avon in that incentive thing.
That's a great
So
idea. Yeah, I
you
wish.
may want to either look through to see if you've got that, or like Maureen found an old list from a district manager way back that gave them to her to work them. Anything like that you might have, because they might
No,
not
I
be
do
there.
have some of those. Yeah.
But you're on an old subscription too, aren't you, where you get 10 a day?
I Avon gives me at least a new person every day.
No, not
But
the
I
leads.
don't get those, I don't get like leads or anything like that.
No, no, not
You used to
Avon.
buy
Not
leads.
Avon.
I downloaded all that before they took it away.
No, I'm talking about send out cards, your subscription on send out cards.
Oh, I don't know what I'm on. I think I'm back to the basics because I knew, when
Oh,
all this
okay, that's fine.
happened, I wouldn't be having time to do squat. And yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Whatever you do have though, that's what I'm still on the 10 a day. So 3 or 4 of those a day go out. And I get enough recruits from that I'm way over my the 3. I think I've got 15 right at the moment. So even just doing a few a day would make solve your problem if you stuck
Yeah,
at it.
it would. I just haven't literally, I'm hardly on Facebook very much. I'm, trying to go through stuff here
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I think I told you I lost weight again. So I'm trying to go through clothes because I'm trying not to get rid of stuff. Like trying not to be this pack rat person. I'm the kind that I've gained and lost weight so many times over the years, and I've never gotten rid of any clothes. So now I'm trying to get rid of
Oh,
the bigger
Robin,
sizes that don't fix.
you and I
And I'm
need to
like,
sit down, hold hands, and watch a couple episodes of Hoarders together.
I
You,
know. I just have some clothes I really like, and Ron's like, Robin, give them away. He says, if you end up gaining weight, need them again, you can buy more clothes. Get rid of them.
well, you won't want them. If you end up
Yeah,
fitting back in them, you're going to look at it and go, "Why did I save this?"
yeah, I know. It's just hard for me. I'm
Yeah.
trying though. I'm trying.
You know, cleaning out my mother's, I finally did get to her bedroom closet. The kid had it all packed up. But anyway, not packed up, blocked up. I said the wrong word
What do
there.
you mean blocked up?
With his own crap.
Oh,
So I finally got his crap taken out and got back to where her crap was. And she had clothes with tags on them that she never wore. She had multiples of the same pairs of shoes and shirts and stuff that she never wore. I'm not doing
sounds
that
like
anymore.
me. Yeah.
She was saving it for what? She saved it for what? She died before she ever wore them. So I'm not doing
Not that
that.
bad. My clothes I have worn. I've only come across a couple that had tags on them. And that's probably because I bought them thinking I could fit into them and then I couldn't. So I put them away in case I could.
Yeah, and I have a rule here too. If something comes in, something's got to go out. So if I buy a shirt that I have has to go.
My sister Lisa has that same rule.
Yeah. And now it's
We did like a little tour this one time when we did Marks for 4 days and went to see in Atlanta and my sister in North Carolina. And then her husband is does musical stuff too. So we took him a whole bunch of different stuff and I didn't tell her about it. And she's like, this wasn't here when I left this morning. Where did this come from? I'm like, well, I brought it for Dan. And she says, Dan, you know our rule. Something comes in, something has to go out. So you better find a lot of crap that's going out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm traumatized from all the stuff and the yeah. You know, the funniest thing I found was I don't remember my mother cooking, not in my recent memory. I mean, we've lived here 20 years. I found 8 brand new cookie sheets in 2 different sizes.
Oh, really?
8. And
Eight
then
of them.
there were a couple muffin pans, 2 brand new, 2 different sizes. Yeah. And
Oh,
I have
wow. Marketplace. There you go.
no idea. I gave him to Ty. He didn't have any. I
Oh,
think
okay.
no idea why she had them or what she had them for or
Oh, wow.
right.
Wow.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg, believe me.
Oh,
So
trust me, after clearing out Mark's house, I understand completely. Yes.
yeah. And stuff does go bad. I don't
Oh.
care what anybody says. Clothes too. You can't keep clothes forever. They just go bad. They deteriorate.
Well,
So
my brother-in-law, I don't think they had 3 bedroom place. He did. And every one of them was full of his clothes. I don't think he ever got rid of a piece of clothing either, besides me. And well, he was a role player also, so he had a lot of things for the role playing, to train the FBI agents, basically. That was his job. And he had a lot of stuff. So yeah, going through all that. And then Mark, anytime he was here, I used to always give him the men's line when we had it. And I'd ask him, do you want this? Oh, I'll take that. That was his famous line, apparently with everybody. Yeah, I'll take that. Well, when I cleaned out his bathroom, I found a lot of that stuff in the cabinet, never opened, never used. It's like, why do you say you want that if you're not going to use it?
wasn't
And
that a lot of people
of
though?
course, I had to throw it away because how long ago did we have that men's line? The stuff that
Yeah.
came in the gray bottles and tubes?
Oh yeah, that was
Been a
forever ago.
while. And I'm sure it had expiration dates. I don't know. It just automatically got Yeah, you'd been proud of me. I just started tossing things. I was just tossing things left and right in that garbage. I'm like,
As you should,
I
right?
wanted to get done.
Right.
So,
No, that's
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Yep. So, but yeah, that's I just as far as cards, I did send my two to corporate. I sent to the blonde-haired lady. Sometimes she calls herself Lisa, sometimes she calls herself Liza. So she's the blonde-haired lady. And then also Sun Moon, because she talked to me and I got a picture with her. So I sent them cards just telling them thank you for investing, because that was a lot of money they spent. They spent a couple $1 million at least on that convention. So I wanted to make
Did they?
sure they Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
They
I
every
didn't
year,
go.
every year. That's been that expensive every year. And
Yeah, yeah. I've gotten to the point where I just haven't enjoyed going. Haven't had time this year. And it's just like, I can find out all the new stuff afterwards. So we're paying for airfare, we're paying for hotels and this and that. When one, I don't have the time, and two, I can find out about it later without spending the money. Am
yeah,
I
not and
wrong or?
well, I'm not going for that reason. I want to see the other people. Like Maureen, I got to see Maureen. So I go for see the other reps. I don't, there
Well,
isn't
a
any
lot of
other.
my group don't go anymore. And, I had
Maureen's
a
not in my
I had a
group.
bad falling out with my upline years ago. And so, yeah, I just haven't been going since then because of that.
Maureen's not in my downline. We're just
No?
buddies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And most of the people I hang around with are just buddies. Go ahead, Maureen. What are you gonna
I
say?
was gonna say, yeah. I was the only reason I was able to go this year because it was here. It was in Vegas,
Yeah.
and but it was to me it was worth it. And I'm already starting to save my money to go to Orlando. But I liked going for the same reason. I got to meet so many people that I've become friends with from Team Time Tuesday, or I've become friends with just watching their YouTube videos, and then I send them a message or something.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
so that was fun. But the stupid thing I did it did was like Tim. I saw Tim, I can't tell you how many times. And then
And
I
Brown.
actually asked Tim a question about my eyes because I had saw the eye doctor right before the convention, and the eye doctor told me that I had long eyes. I had long eyes. So I was like, Tim, what does that mean? And
I was going to say, what's a long I mean?
it just means that it takes longer for the light to get refracted for me.
Oh,
That's I guess that's all it means. It just takes longer for the light to get in and out. So, but I never got a picture with him. As many times as I talked to him, I never got a picture with him, and I'm like, how did that happen? But I was also enjoying the conversations I was having with people. Because
yeah.
I had a lot of fun conversations. And I did go the night of the kickoff night, and I had some nice conversations with the people from corporate that were doing at the different tables and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I learned some stuff. So it was nice. It was very educational for me to go.
I
Um,
wish I had taken more pictures with the products,
yes,
because
me
now
too.
I'm using more than I thought I would. The picture of me wearing the jacket, although I've got the jacket now, I can just take more pictures, but I wish I'd taken more pictures there of
The
what,
leather jacket.
yes,
Hmm.
yeah, I love it.
I
And
You
bought
know
one.
what?
I didn't even want it. Now I love it. But out
Hmm.
there, I took pictures with that and with the bag and with the little faux fur coat and that stuff. I wish I'd taken more pictures of me with products,
Yeah.
because I stole a lot of pictures of other people's taken pictures of the products by themselves, but I neglected to realize how effective it could be to take the picture of me with the product for my customers, because that makes more sense to the customer that I actually went. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
So
because
I next
I
time I'm
had
taking more pictures of me with the product, I think.
Yeah, yeah. That makes
and because
sense.
I had because I had the walker with me, um when there was crowds, I kind of steered away from the crowds. So you know that new perfume we have coming out, the
Yeah.
pink sapphire? I never even saw that.
Oh,
Like never even saw it. When I saw it's on somebody's page, I'm like, we have a pink sapphire perfume coming
I
out.
don't
Because
think
we don't.
I think you and I didn't go over to the right side of the room though. We mostly stayed on the left where the fashion and the jewelry and stuff.
Yeah,
I think this pink sapphire was over on the right there. I mean on the left.
I
yeah.
always enjoyed their product expos. They always had good ones.
Yeah,
I am sad though that they don't have as much Halloween stuff and that kind of thing, like the home decor that they used to have.
because it didn't
I mean,
sell.
their Christmas looks pretty good.
Because
It
it
didn't
didn't
sell.
sell.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I was probably the one buying it.
And we've they evidently did sell Halloween jewelry or Halloween. So we've got like a fascinator, we've got some necklace and earring sets. We've got a few things for Halloween, but the decor and stuff probably didn't sell enough. Because believe me, if they were going to make money off that, they would be carrying it. Because
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But they do have a bunch for Christmas. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Holiday
Um,
gift's always my favorite.
But card wise for the convention, those are the ones I wanted to send for sure. I think there's a couple others, but all the pictures I took with people, I can send too. When I do, like I was down at Ty's house and I didn't have my list with me by mistake. I also didn't have my nightgown that time. That was a tragedy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
that is a tragedy.
uh-huh. And
Yeah.
yeah.
right. So I had to do Facebook espionage 20 all of a sudden because I had to do my Friday and Saturday all of a sudden 10 a day espionage. And it was easy to do because we just come back from the convention. So I had all these pictures of me with other people. So I could take that and put it on the front of the card and maybe take another one from their Facebook page or whatever.
Yeah.
So I still have a lot of room that I could go with that. But
Do you find with going to Yonkers that you're doing as many cards as you used to, or uh,
absolutely.
you still do as many?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
wow.
Well, he's in on it because it's one of those things where I said to him, I do 10 cards a day. So no matter
Uh-huh.
what we got going on, I've got to take time to do 10
Oh,
10 my 10 cards. So
right.
I can do them on the app. There's a category that says my cards, excuse me, on the app, and this has the cards that you sent before.
Oh,
So I can still do the cards that I do like the info only card and my customer card that I'm doing right now. Um, I have a tradition the last few years that uh, I include a card. Let me show it to you if you don't mind. It's actually about the convention
hmm.
and it's like a sneak peek for my customers. So let me see, where is it? Send out cards.
See, Sean and I have the same thing. While you're looking for it, I'll tell you. Sean and I have the same thing. We have a deal that he goes in the kitchen and he does his thing on his computer and I do my thing. But once we cook dinner, we sit together and we eat dinner and then I'm done with the computer. But like if he has doctor's appointments in the afternoon or I do, he'll say to me, "Did you send your 10 cards today?" And I'll be like, "No, but it's after 5 o'clock, our deal." He's like, "I don't care. Open your laptop, sit here, watch TV with me, and just make sure you send your cards." So he's in on it with me. Plus I have my machine that says at 3:30 every day asking me, "Did you send your 10 cards?"
Yeah.
And Ty does that now too. He says, "Did you do the cards already?" And I think that your person you're with all the time will do that if you're doing it enough. They won't know enough that you want to do it that bad unless you make a deal of it to start with. Anyway, here's
Well,
the thing, sneak preview from the Avon convention, products coming soon. That's what it says. And these are all pictures either I took myself or I stole. This one is me in the leather jacket right there. And I do this every year to the customers. The ones that are on campaign mailer get it. So it's about 75 people that get this card and I send a few a day. So you'll see that just this was me with that bag that's coming up in 21, I think, and
That's a
some
huge
jewelry.
bag. Wow.
Yeah, it's nice. the color
Mm.
block. This is like the big jewelry set of the season. It's just, I try to get across a bunch of categories, the slippers, the light up things.
What colors are those? Is that in that necklace? I'm trying to blow the picture up, but
Blue and green, dark olive green.
oh,
So it's like jewel tones,
my
jewel
favorite
tones.
colors. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That, and you know
Okay.
what? My favorite piece is the pin, and I don't usually go for the pin,
Yeah, yeah.
but the pin right there is so cute. It is very nice. And I saw a bunch of people with the bracelet because they gave those away for anniversary milestone, and
Yeah.
those are very nice too. Very nice, big and chunky, like me. So on the back, I just wrote some little thing about the Avon traditions are all here, the pewter ornament, the little stocking stuffer hand cream and lip balms, and then the jacket. So I write some little thing on the back there, and then my little thing on the thing. But this has been a tradition that I've done for years. So my customers look forward to seeing what I saw. And
Yeah.
to me, it's part of um, getting my money's worth that I invested in going to convention by getting as much mileage as I can out of the fact that I went.
But
So
yeah, so for me not going, I go to everybody I know that went to convention and I look at all their pictures and stuff like that and download a lot of stuff.
right, and then
Yeah,
there's nothing
yeah,
wrong with doing that either. And
right.
that's because you do that though, that makes me want to take pictures with the products. You know what I mean? Because
Well, there you
Right.
go.
that way,
I
right. So that works out.
had
Yeah.
thought about just taking a picture of me kind of standing there with like my hand out like
Hmm.
that, and then going to Canva and like putting the products like in my hand.
Oh
And
yeah.
and that's why I was like kind of upset that I missed a lot of stuff, and I didn't take a lot of pictures of the product of me with the products either. Um, but I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, that would have been a cool picture with me like with my hand
Yeah.
out or my hand cupped, holding something in my hand.
Oh,
We did
And
get quite a bit of, they had a lot of staged places where you could get social media pictures like the
yeah,
snow globe and the horse thing and yeah, they had a bunch of that stuff, which was awesome. And we
yeah,
did do most of those.
I think
So
with AI now you could probably configure that so that,
oh
yeah, you
yeah,
could do
you
it
can
that
get
way.
that
yeah,
picture. Yeah.
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 But
I've
I
never
mean, I
messed with
didn't
it
take
yet,
a lot
so
of pictures of the products. Like I didn't get a lot of pictures of the
uh
products.
Oh,
I
but
oh,
was
okay.
all
stealing
of,
them from other people's page.
right. No, I did that too. I did
Yeah,
that too. I just didn't get a lot of pictures of me with the products, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Next year, I think
So
that's gonna be different. Yeah.
yeah,
Although
exactly.
Ty's
Because
gonna be with me. Kim's already mad.
yeah, she lost her roommate.
Well, I told her we could get adjoining rooms or something, and Ty's like, really? Like, I'm like, oh, come on. I'm like, Kim's got
Fun.
a point. She said, if we leave you with him, you won't ever go to the meetings or anything, because it's debatable that I'm going anyway. Right? I come
Yeah,
sliding down there at like 10:30 in the morning.
10:30 in the morning. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well.
It was so funny because we were saving all the seats, and Teresa's like, "Have you seen Lisa yet this morning?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh, so the blonde lady says, um, I'm surprised I didn't see you at the at the cowboy thing, at the dancing thing the first night. I said, I'm surprised you didn't see me too. And she said, right. She said, I think I would have seen you if you were there. And I said, sure seems like it, doesn't it? So, right, right. And we went round and round. I'm pretty sure she still doesn't know. She said, wouldn't you have been out on the floor dancing? I said, absolutely. So she's like, so I just let her think. I got a fan, so she must know I somehow got a fan.
Yeah,
I've
those
never seen
fans.
you out on a dance floor.
Oh no, that isn't something I'm interested in participating in. Maybe with Ty, he's because he dances, so he would be dragging me out there. He would do that.
Ah,
But yeah, by myself, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they had
I want to
somebody
learn how to
teaching
do
me
the
line
fan
dancing.
one. Oh. Why do you go? Do you dance when there's the opportunity, Robin?
yeah, I like to dance.
Mm. I just never have been that person. So,
No, I've always liked to dance. In fact, my oldest grandson's getting married in Austin, Texas, October 11th, 1 month from today. So we're going down for that. So
wow.
that's how, I think I told you, that's how Ron and I met. Country dancing.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
I started country dancing because I wanted to learn how to do the achy break, line dancing. I'd been to one of my coworkers, um, weddings, and it was a country wedding, right? And it's like, I want to learn how to do that. And my other friend, Tammy, who used to be my manager at Pizza Hut, she said she wanted to go. And so I started going with her. And Ron had started to go, and I met him there because he had a friend who wanted to learn to two-step, and her husband wouldn't go line dancing with her. So once she learned to two-step and stopped going, Ron and I became dance partners.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's just
That's
about
neat.
about the time I was getting my divorce, so it worked out good.
Yeah,
He wouldn't date me until I was divorced, but
of
you know,
course.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
Oh, that's Ron. Yeah.
Well, shouldn't that really be everybody though? Really?
Yeah, it should.
So, yeah, I don't know. Uh, yeah, I can see Thai dancing though. So, you know what I'm doing? Okay, so um, I like to pre-sell my experiences to the people that are going with me. And this includes sending them cards, by the way. So now I'm sending cards to Ty about Costa Rica. And yeah, and and I've got a folder for Ty's passport because he doesn't have one. Now I am not uh, I don't have my whirly things 100% for Costa Rica. It's not probably that likely that I'm going to make it from those things. But by some freak coincidence, right at the moment, I happen to be #1 in team sales increase, which also would get me Costa Rica for 2.
Oh,
So
nice.
what I'm telling him is there's a big enough chance that I want to make sure we have all our ducks in a row because if I get it, I don't want to all of a sudden have to figure this out. And he doesn't have the paperwork he needs to go. And
Oh, passports and all real IDs.
he doesn't need a real ID, but he needs a
No,
passport. And
you have to have a real ID to fly now.
no, you have to have a passport or a real ID or
Oh,
a passport works too.
I thought you had to have a passport or a birth certificate to get a real ID, but I thought everyone has to have a real ID, is my
No,
understanding of it.
to fly, you have to have a passport or a real ID if you don't have a passport.
Okay.
Yeah, no, go look it up. I'm not making this up.
No, it's just that we did when we were in New York in July.
Right?
Um, my mom still hasn't got her real ID yet.
But she's
She
got a
had to fly
passport.
back up to New York from Florida early before that May 7th deadline because she usually didn't go until the end of May, right?
But
So
she
she had
doesn't
to
have
fly
a
back
pass.
up. So we
Does
were
she have
looking
a
up everything she needed, and my brother took her down to get his too because she flies back down to Florida. Well, we're
but
coming
she
out
doesn't have a
there, bringing her
passport?
out here for 2 weeks, and then flying with her to Florida. But she has to have a real ID.
But
So
she
he
doesn't
took
have
her
a
down.
passport?
No,
Robin,
Perry took her down to get it with everything she had to have, but she didn't have her original marriage license. Women have to have that apparently if their husbands are deceased. I'm like, are
right?
you serious? So my sister had to get her a copy of that, but
But she
it's
doesn't
my
have a
understanding
passport?
she has a passport, but
She
she
could have
has
used it. No,
no,
no. Go look. Go look.
I will.
Yeah, because you can. Yeah, they're talking about real ID because they want you to get that, but
Unless the
you could show
passport
up
was
at the airport.
expired.
You have to have a passport you can have a passport. Even with the real ID, she can't go out of the country. You only can go out of the country with a passport. And this is Costa Rica, so he has to have a passport. But I'm
Right.
telling you, the real ID is only for inside the country, and you can get around that by having a passport. So if you don't have, I'm thinking what we, because
You
you
know,
have to have a
honestly though,
driver's license.
if he's going through all the paperwork to get a passport, I would I would have him get a real ID at the same time.
Oh, I'm not going to make decisions for Mr. Man. That's not
No,
my
I'm just
problem.
saying you never know when they're gonna change things again, you know?
Yeah, that's not my problem. I think he already wants to get one, but he doesn't drive. So he has a state issued picture ID. And actually, you know what? It's so much easier for men. We're not going to have to prove any of his, all he needs is a birth certificate, which he has. And
Yeah.
unlike me, I had to bring paperwork for both marriages and both divorces.
Why
He's
did he
not going to have
require that anyway?
because you change your name.
Um,
And so you went around for years with another name. So if you were a terrorist with another name, they need to know that.
which is why
So,
my mom needed her marriage license, I
right,
guess. Because her
if
birth
it,
certificate would say Pat Strader, not Pat Hitchcock. Oh,
because all of that stuff only affects people
wow.
because of the name change, I think.
Wow.
But
Wow.
anyway, so we mostly were yakking about other stuff. Thank you for
Sorry, I got my question answered though. I really wanted to know about the ACT
the
thing.
act. Yeah.
Because I got your card and the card's still sitting here. So I gotta ask her that question. So,
And that was good news that we just found that out this morning. We got a text saying that now it's in the app about you can make an act that way. So that's awesome because that's
I
going to
am
make it way
definitely
more
gonna be
likely.
trying this out.
Yeah, and Robin, it's a link. It doesn't go right to the person. You send the
Okay.
person the link. So
Okay.
what it does is generates a link. Okay.
Okay.
So just so you know that, because that's been the number one thing I get asked on the side when people start using it.
Okay.
So, okay.
Well, something
So
new to try out. So I definitely will be doing that.
thank you, everybody. If you find out something different about the whole passport thing, let me know, Robin. But
Yeah, I probably won't, but yeah, okay. Ron takes care of all this crap for me.
oh,
But
right.
I just saw when I was looking that up for my brother that, yeah, all right. Okay, well, you all have a great day.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you.
so
Thank you,
much.
Maureen. Thank you. Appreciate you, Maureen. Talk to you
Okay,
Okay,
later.
bye.
Bye,
bye-bye.
everybody.